Hello everyone, this is Ali, and you're watching one of the videos for data scraping, as you know. So this is one of the projects that we are working. We just want to have some data scraping, and this is for absolutely beginners, but you should have uh, some information about basic HTML because it will be really helpful in data scraping, especially in Python. Um, so here is the thing that we just want to know that mm, we have dog breeds, and these are some websites that have different kind of dog breeds from A to Z. Yeah, for example, like this one and this one. But the thing is, I have run into a website that we have almost every breeds here, and yeah, it's from A to Z, it seems, but there are lots of information here that it can be useful for some animal scientists, maybe, or some others that would have some communication, uh, giving some information and advice to different kind of breeds for people that want to buy some breeds, some dogs. For example, here I'm interested in one of these special breeds, Samoyeds. Yeah. And I can see that size is medium, the exercise that it needs more than 2 hours per day, size of home that we need to have, and lifespan, which is over 10 years. Yeah, it's a good news for me. And here's the thing that if we want to use this database and see that, for example, which kind of breed has, for example, short coat length, and have some information about different breeds more easily than just looking at the website, and maybe use them on some other databases. So we might need some data scraping. As you can see uh, here, we can just select maybe from here to, I don't know, that's all of them. No, it will be okay. For example, we need these breeds to have some information about the breeds, and maybe have some uh, data visualization, let's say. Here's the thing. If we use copy and paste like the old times, we would have, let's see. Okay, we would have something like this in a cell. And yes, we have, I don't know why it is like this, but we have something like this. And as you can see, it is not useful for us. So in this case, we are recording this video to have some data scraping from this website. The link of the website or link of this project is also in my, I will put it in my GitHub so that you can easily find it. So I will just have a new project. Okay, so here is our notebook, which I name it, let's say, like reads. So now we are just thinking about maybe we can use pandas and some other things to have the data scraping. First, we need to import some libraries like pandas. It's a unique form of importing pandas as PD, and we also would need requests, as you might know, because we're gonna send a get request. It's a simple API request, and we would need a request for this reason. And maybe from because we're gonna need beautiful soaps, which is in ES4, we import beautiful soap. So we have imported our libraries and what we are going to need. And now we have the website, which I call it URL. So this is our URL, and we use a request here and a get request for this URL to let's see what is going on here. So here is the thing. When the response is 200, it means that we have successfully connected to the website. But if you get something like 404 or 403, maybe it's not gonna work. It would be some difficulties to connect that databases or websites. But when we have response 200, it means that it has been connected successfully. So here's the thing. Let's see what is going on here. We have our, let's say it is our request, and we're gonna have the content to see. Wow. So basically, as we can see, it is an HTML5, of course, but it is not, organized nice. It's that's why we need beautiful soap to make that beautiful, make that easy to understand. We know that it's HTML5, of course, but when we use beautiful soap, it would be more beautiful and more easily to read. So we want to use beautiful soap for our content. Let's see what is going on here. Perfect. As you can see, now it is well organized. The difference between the simple content and the beautiful sub content is that we have something really beautiful and easy to follow. So we call it our main content. Remember, if we have some tables here, which is called, I think that the HTML would be table. Yeah, let's check it, because everything in la the table is just something like that. This is a tag in HTML, which means that it is a table, or maybe tr. But here's the thing: if we have a table here, we can find it easily if we have, because we have imported pandas, we have PD and read HTML because our file is HTML right now, and we have the main content. So if we have any tables here, we would have, but here is we have a problem here because I think that there is no tables here. Yeah, let's check it because if you have any tables, it should work. So we have our main content here, which is a soap, and we want to find all the, let's say, table, like the tag we have mentioned before. Here, wow, we have no tables. So that is why the pandas didn't work. Because when you read it in pandas, the HTML, every table would be a data frame, and you can easily have your data frame. But now it doesn't work here. And what about the other tag? It was tr maybe. Yeah. So uh, we need to do it ourselves by the codes. And for that reason, let's see the website and let's see what we have here. So we right click on and we have inspect. We have the element. Let's see that, yeah, this is a different div class we have here. Yes, and we have a class called embreedCardLink. Let's see, I want the names. The names are important for us. So the names are in a strong class called embreedCardTitle. Okay, and what about the content, the size, exercise, or all of them? So it's in a different HTML tag and a different class. So this is quite interesting because all of these values have the same class. Perfect. Okay. When we want to check our class, for example, we want to have the names. Here, yeah, string.embreedCardTitle. Yeah, it's the same. So we use string as our tag here. We want to find all the tags which are called a string. And we want to have the class, it has been written right like this, that has this class in it. Wow. Let's see it like this. It seems that we have all the tags that has a strong HTML tag, and the class is embreedCardTitle. And here is our breed name. Let's see how many breed names we have here. As you know, we can use len to see just how many we have. 222. Okay. So the thing is, we have the names, but there are some tags here that we do not want them to be here. Let's call it, let's say, breed names. Okay, here's the thing. We have our list. It's not list, but it's something like that. And we should know that when we have find all function, in this case, we can use the indexes to, for example, because you know in languages in Python, we have a starting on in 0 And so it would be the 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we call 0 index, we would have, yeah, Affenpinscher. So let's see what is 10, which is 11, as you know, because it starts from 0, and it's like Azawach. It's kind of breed. Okay, so when we want to eliminate these tags, we should use the index, we should use that, and there is a method called text that we can use, and wow, we have just the text. And for being precise, if we use strip, we would have something like spaces or anything that we have on both sides. We would eliminate them, and it would be better to use a strip. Okay, so here is the thing. We want to have all of the names without any class or any tags. So we use a for loop. In this case, we have only names, let's say. This is a list, and it is empty. For n in breed names, we would have the names, which has been created here. And this is a list, so we can append like breed names, or not breed names, maybe n dot text dot strip. So here's the thing. I am just having a new list which is called name. It is empty. For each of the elements in breed names, we want to append the list and add the list, the n.text.strip. It means that we're going to add the list, the names, step by step. So let's just run it. And now we want to have our names. Wow, so far so good. We have all the names here. And let's see that the length of this list, 222. Perfect. Okay, here is another way that we can just have it without for loop, which is called list comprehension. So here is the thing. Yeah, just call it names, and it would be a list comprehension. So here's the thing. We have a list here. We can write this for loop in the list without doing these things. For example, we can say that we're going to have n dot text dot strip for n in breed names. So let's do it. And let's call our new list, which is here. Wow, the same, right? It works the same. I usually use list comprehension because it's more easier for me. But if you want to use the for loop, it's okay. It's totally fine. It's up to you. We have the names, okay? And if we want to just change that to a data frame, we can have just a pd dot data frame and have our list. Wow. We have our list, but it's not completely fine because we need other characteristics here, which has been seen on the website. For example, it would be better to have the size, exercise, the other things in this data frame. And we should just work on it. I think that we can do that. Here is the thing. We have used this tag, as you have remembered, this one here, string.mbreed card title. But here we have something different, which is a dd. Okay, let's try it. Let's do it a little bit better. Okay. We have our main content and we want to find all the tags that are started with dd, or they call dd, and the class is, what is the class? This is the class mbreed summary underscore value. So it seems that we have, what is it, small, up to 1 hour per day. I think that because all of the, yes, all of the characteristics here are based on, yeah, the same HTML tag and the same class. We have all of them, yeah, after each other. Okay. Uh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it starts again with the next breed. Okay. Yes. So we have 10 rows and we had, I think, 222 breeds, right? Yeah, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, we had 222 breeds. And if we have the length of our characteristics, wow, we would have 2,220, which means that every breed has these 10 columns, right? So uh, let's look at it again. I will call it, let's say, all characteristics. Okay, we have all characteristics here. And we have, let's say, the first one, which is here, but it has been indexed at 0 in Python. It's in size. The second one, which is number 1 here, is exercise. And it goes until to the end. So here is the thing. If we could have only the first one, which is 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and again 10. So it would be 0, 10. Okay, let's check it. If we have the all characteristics, and we would have the index as 0, 10, and 20, right? Oh, 10. Let's do it this way. Yeah, we want to check these. Okay, we have small, large, medium, which is just like it here, I guess. Small, large, and medium. Okay, we have the same thing. Let's check. For example, 50. Yeah, it's the same. So we can have a list as I mentioned before. I'm going to use a list comprehension. Let's say it is our size. So we are just extracting our size based on these numbers, these values. So I think that it would be x dot, it won't be x. I want all characteristics, and I want to choose x, let's say, duplicated by 10. Yeah. And only the text. And we use the strip. Okay, for x in all characteristics, right? No, not all characteristics, because we are using this index here. It should be 0 to, because we use 1. If it is 0, it would be 0. If it is 1, it's 10. 2, it would be 20. So it would be a range of all our breed names, right? Like 222. Let's check it first. Okay, we have our size. Wow. It seems that we have done it correctly. So let's check the length of size. It should be exactly 222, right? Perfect. As we can see that we have 222 names, and then we have 222 size. So if we go further, uh, let's call it, no, the size is okay. So we have the exercise. On the other hand, we can see here, if we look at all characteristics here, we can see it is the index is 1 because it's 0 and it is 1. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it's 1 and it is 11. So we can have our list here. It seems that we're gonna have the same comprehension list, but this time we're gonna add just one number. But if we wanna work this, I think that it works. Yeah. So let's check it. And we wanna have the exercise. Perfect. We have our exercise, and we can check the length of exercise. Wow, 222. So we're gonna keep going and continue this method to have all other characteristics. For example, let's call it home size. We would have the same list comprehension as before, but here it would be 2, right? 0, 1, and 2. Okay. What about grooming? we would have the same, but it's gonna be 3. Code length, it would be 4. Sheds, it's 5. Lifespan would be 6. Vulnerable native breed, let's call it vulnerable, or vulnerability. It's the same, but it is 7. What is the next one? Town or country? Town, country. And garden size. So, wow, we are gonna run it. And I think that we have everything here. Let's check vulnerability. We should have no or yes, right? Perfect. And if we check the length of our list, 220. So it means that we have done it correctly, right? So in this case, we want to have the Pandas data frame to show our database and what we have just done by scraping. So I would like really do it with dictionaries, because dictionaries are really easy to understand and it is really easy to do. So we're gonna have our dog database, or our dog database, let's say. We have a dictionary which is starts with dog breed, and it is, let's say, we had it here, let's say names, or names lens comparison, let's say names. Okay, we have here size, which is our size list. We have size of home, or home size, which is our home size. Grooming, which is grooming. Coat length, which is coat length, obviously. The other one is sheds, which is sheds. Then lifespan, which is lifespan. Vulnerability, and town or country and garden size. Okay. We have our dictionary, right? Yeah. Let's check our dictionary, the length of our dictionary. So it's 10. It's okay. But if we want to check that our, for example, sheds, it would be 222 lists in sheds. And it's totally perfect. So in this case, we want to change this dictionary to a data frame. So we use pandas that we have mentioned before as PD. We would have the data frame and we have the DAG database, right? Let's see. Wow. As you can see, we have 222 rows. And I guess that we have no NA values. And all the table is here. Perfect. So we call it, let's say, dot data or data frame, maybe DF. And we want to save our data frame as, let's say, an Excel file. So we choose our data frame, which is like DF, and there is a method called to Excel, and we choose our address, which is like this. Okay. And we call it like DF. And the format would be the Excel format, which is XLSX. So let's run it. And we have our data frame and table here. Okay, it's right here. Let's check it first. Wow, it seems that it is what we have been looking for. And by copy and paste in Excel for the first time, we didn't have a good experience. So we did this data scraping and we have the old records here. All the breeds with their characteristics. Perfect. If we want to have a better look here, we can use just a format and auto fit column width. And it is really perfect. So this was a simple data scraping project that we were just looking and showing that it's gonna be easy if you just go step by step on the website and have some knowledge on HTML. You can easily have some data scraping. Now you can just use the same website to have this data scraping or use other websites. And just send me the websites that you have worked with or maybe your GitHub projects and have a good time. And thanks for watching.